Hello, my name is Jenn Taylor. Thank you for viewing my video.
Motivational speaking is a huge passion of mine. I have a podcast and I've written a book. It's a self-help memoir about my life and what skills I used to triumph with love, to get through those hard moments in life.
I grew up the way you imagine foster kids. There was abuse, physical, sexual abuse. There was getting kicked out of the house. I have a younger sister named Kim, who's 3 years my junior, and definitely I was parentified. I kind of took care of everyone. In my life, things got substantially worse after third grade. My parents divorced when I was 6, and at 9, when my mother remarried the man that I refer to in my book as the monster, life became considerably worse. That's when the abuse happened, between 9 and 13. The person who made the most pivotal difference in my life, the person I have to thank, and there are many people that were pivotal in my life, but that one that made the biggest difference was my third grade teacher, Carolyn St. Jean. She was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. She had long dark hair, and this is in the 70s. I was probably 7 or 8 in her third grade class, and she had headbands that matched her outfit, and she always smelled nice. And every Friday, if we'd had good behavior all week, she let us take a butterscotch or peppermint candy out of a jar, and I always got the candy because I was always well behaved. I just loved being in her class. I loved that to her I was worth it, and to her I was smart, and to her I was beautiful. She cast me as the princess in the Nutcracker, the play, that year in third grade, and it was the single biggest, most wonderful experience of my life, that she looked at me and believed in me enough to have a lead in the play. And the lessons she taught me of being valued and being worth it and just being herself and loving me carried me through. How do you go from that dysfunctional childhood and upbringing to a person who's kind of got her shit together and has a lot of kids and does a decent job? Well, for that 12 years I did foster care, I actually ended up adopting 5 children and giving birth to 4 of my own. I went through infertility to get pregnant. I was actually pregnant a total of 7 times, so I lost 3 pregnancies, and I had 4 full-term deliveries. So with the 4 children I gave birth to and the 5 children I adopted, I had 9. My daughter, who's now 24, she was 20 or 21 at the time, she came to me with a friend of mine and had this guy that she wanted me to meet. He is the nicest person I've ever met. Dane had 4 children of his own. You can't complain about some guy having 4 kids if you've got 9. There you go. Public speaking has been a passion of mine probably since I was a kid, when things were pretty dysfunctional, and I had this drive to make people laugh, even in the midst of something horrible. That's important to me, that's valuable to me, to take something that maybe isn't so great and still find humor and love within that. So I decided to launch myself, and momsrunningit.com was born. You can access my blog, my book information, motivational speaking information.
I can't wait to hear from you. I want to learn your story, share my story, inspire you to be better, and triumph with love.